Wire co-CEO Jeremy Boring steps down. Axios. A conservative media company, Daily Wire, started in 2015 and announced in a memo to staff on Tuesday that he is stepping down as co-CEO to focus on creative work, saying, I will remain with the company in an advisory role and focus full-time on creative projects, including completion of Daily Wire's TV series, The Pendragon Cycle, where he is the director and executive producer. Boring, who helped launch the outlet with $4.7 million on seed alongside Caleb Robinson and Ben Shapiro, grew it to $1 billion value market media giant. He will continue.
Okay, yeah. So that's the thing. Jeremy Boring stepped down from the Daily Wire. So we, of course, have Andrew Schulz, who's been all over the place, talking about everything. So let's go ahead and see. This topic is definitely one for the books because it's deep, right? There's a lot that goes into this. We know the fiasco that happened. What was it, like last year when they fired Candace Owens because she wasn't, she wasn't pro-Israel to the death. You know what I mean? So insane. So this is just coming full circle. And then I'll also share my thoughts on this whole Jeremy Boring thing.
This is just the recipe for disaster where you're trying to be the quarterback and you're not the starting quarterback, bro. And
how's the business doing?
Not good.
How do you know, though?
I just because of just my, as a content consumer, yeah. I used to watch it, bro. I used to listen to Ben Shapiro. I used to be all like, wow, and the facts don't care about your feelings and everything. And then something shifted, bro. And I'm being
Republicans won.
I mean, yeah, no, exactly.
You guys are retarded. Am I like? What the heck am I living in? Yo, man, I'm starting to think that everybody's nuts. Something shifted. Then he gives him an attitude like Republicans won. Israel and Gaza, October 7th happened, and so you had to choose a side over there at the Daily Wire? What do you mean? Ben Shapiro's Israeli first. I'm going to share with you how much he's Israeli. Man, please. Maybe they do get to that point. I'm sorry. Maybe they do get to that point.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. But then, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by that? Are you saying the fact that there's no longer an enemy and that's why they took a hit?
No. Like, a lot of times success has to do with social utility. And there was a time where, like, being a conservative was considered very radioactive by many people in this country and largely the mainstream media. So they needed intelligent conservatives to equip them with arguments so they could defend their positions. And Ben Shapiro is obviously a very smart guy. He's annoying, but he's definitely smart. And he's a lawyer, so he can develop these ironclad arguments. And he went around the country and he went, talking to the college kids and dunking on them and posting it. And he made a huge name for himself for creating these ironclad arguments to basically help people that didn't know how to develop them themselves, but felt very strongly about their, conservative values. Now, it's not radioactive to be conservative. Matter of fact, the majority of the country is conservative. They no longer need protection.
This man is a controlled op. Hold on. Y'all not going to see. And this is where I wish I could just go ahead and, hold on. Just straight debate these people. One day I will meet these people and I will tell them to their face, the way you lie to audiences, it's just not normal. It's not, okay? I knew once I put Ben Shapiro, matter of fact, I think Anomaly, I'm going to shout out to Anomaly. I do follow Anomaly. One day he will follow me back. I used to give Anomaly such a hard time because I was he was Trump is not, he's not doing the right thing and this, that, and the third or whatever. And I was you can't talk about him like that. We need it. And now I told him the other day, on his comment, I said, it's just so crazy because I really thought I was going to be the one who was against, I was running to go vote for Trump. And you were sounding off about him immediately. I would have never thought that I would have switched over. But I'm sorry, I didn't sign up for this. I'm just
It's not just supposition. As well, you're part of it, aren't you? There's conspiracy theorizing that's become incredibly popular on the right these days. It was popular on the left, and now it's become increasingly popular on the right. The kind of, let's just ask questions. We'll ask, who really killed JFK?
I really hate that they use the music because then I have to keep stopping it. Maybe if I do it in a playback speed of... Just try to keep up, all right? We're talking about Ben Shapiro here. Y'all know he has that mousy voice. Let's go.
Wink, nod, nod. And then you're like, well, do you have any evidence of the thing that you are presupposing? Well, no, I'm not making any accusations. I just know I don't believe the story that I'm being told. I know not to trust the authorities. Like, well, that's fine, but do you have like any evidence? Like evidence, not just supposition. I said, well, you're part of it, aren't you? Yes, you're part of it. The reason that you're so defensive about all this is, I don't care who killed JFK. I mean, I do, because it's really interesting. But I noticed that the calendar says 2025, and he was killed in 1963. And so my opinion about who killed JFK has about as much relevance as who killed William McKinley, or James Garfield, which is to say, not an enormous amount.
Okay. That's good.
Listen, I mean, it's just ridiculous. People looking into like, oh, who killed JFK? And the conspiracy theory. I mean, this is just so ridiculous on so many angles. It's going to be hard to fit it into a short video. First of all, trying to frame the JFK assassination as a left-wing thing that now right-wingers all of a sudden care about. The entire country cares about the JFK assassination. It's always been a huge story.
It's an American thing. It is very pro-American for us to, because question the government. I always found that questioning the government made me feel even more American. I like questioning the government because the government lies to me, especially after 2020. But before then, right, there's that. Number two, it's very American to care about JFK. That was a sitting president, okay? And they blasted his head wide open in national television. This guy, Ben Shapiro says, hold on, because since he's glazing Ben Shapiro, I'm not done with Ben Shapiro. Let me just pull up his little face. But yeah, I know, y'all. I'm tripping, but like it is amazing to me. Like, if you think there would be less anti-Semitism in Israel that it didn't exist, refer to me all the history from CE to 1948. What are you talking about, bro? Like, there was not even a play. All right, anyway, so here's the thing. Why I don't care about, and we could even watch him with the USS Liberty thing, right?
I have to say, I'm a little bit bewildered why you're so obsessed with an incident that is now 52 years old.
I'm a little bit bewildered as to why you're obsessed with an incident that's like guys with like 70-something years old, right? That didn't happen in America. Yeah, I said it. Why can't I? It didn't happen here. Why do we pay reparations for it? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's get back to Andrew Schulz. Because he can say that about your American history. But if you dare go there, okay. I want to go there so bad y'all don't understand. Okay.
Conservatives, right? Conservatives no longer need to have like ironclad arguments to prove that they're not bad people, that they're not toxic, they're not radioactive. So the social utility has gone down, and
meaning so they don't have an enemy. Is that kind of what you're saying? So there's not an antagonist anymore. Because
I think that's part of it. But I think it's more just like at me, the consumer, right? Like I think a lot of their they're going after like Christian conservatives, right? I think now they're like. The Christian conservatives like, all right, well, yeah, it's not bad to be conservative anymore.
Yeah.
No, the Christian conservatives figured out that Ben Shapiro was lying to them. The Christian conservatives remember what Ben Shapiro said about Jesus. The Christian conservatives realized that Israel means more to Ben Shapiro than anything else. The Christian conservatives realized that maybe this Jewish organization is not really quite Christian. The Christian conservatives didn't want to hear Ben Shapiro saying that you need to thank us, the Jews, for the Bible. Literally, I covered that in my other channel. Depending on where I dropped this video, I don't know, but I covered that there. I am a Christian, okay, in the name of the Lord, and I definitely could be a better one, but what I am not is a Jew 2.0. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.